Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Faraklas from allaboutShipping.co.uk. Tonight, the 24th of July 2015, Friday, on the island of Chios, the island of the winds. This is John Faraklas with the latest on the markets and the world geopolitics affecting sale. The BDI, the Baltic Dry Index, closed down 16 points since yesterday. It closed at 1,086 points, which on the other hand is 38 points since last week's 1,048. So there is not much strength. People were expecting at least to see a 50% approaching of the figure of December 2013 when the index reached something like 2,274 points. So we have a long way to go, and of course we can see in the very near future whether the index will go above the 1,500 or will go below the 1,000. The capers were down 28 points at 1,896, up 184 points though since last week's 1,712. Our favorite size, the Panamaxes, were down 24 points at 1,137, which on the other hand is down 25 points since last week's 1,162. The Supras were just 3 points up at 899, which is 53 points up since last week's 846 points. And finally, the last of the dry index, which is the handy ones, just at 428, is minus 3 points since yesterday and just 1 point above since last week's 427. The wets on a downfall, minus 9, the Baltic Dirty Tanker Index at 817, and an overall of 23 points since last week's 840 points. And the cleans down 24 points at 764, minus 84 points since last week's 848. The price of oil, the barrel at region $48, not good news, but anyway, as we have said numerous times, this affects greatly the markets and of course the world economy. Whether there are sanctions or not, it doesn't matter. We have seen the oil rising in 2008 at $147, so you can imagine, make your calculations how much money people have lost, and on the other hand, whether it was right the price to rise so much and now to have this downfall for other reasons, of course, which I'm sure you are aware. On the geopolitical front, everybody still continues to be focused on Greece. The second voting in the Greek parliament passed on the same more or less level of people who have rebelled from the ruling party of Syriza, and let's see what will happen. We are eagerly waiting to see whether finally, we repeat, finally there will be a deal. We have a long way to go and there will be a lot of turmoil in Greece. Greece needs simply not elections, not a national government, but simply a government formed by the aristos, which many people now term and tend to understand. We do not need an election in this country over here, nor Europe more trouble. There are, of course, more tremors in the European economy, and I'm sure that Mrs. Merkel, who had also her birthday just recently, she will ensure that she puts the European house in order with the cooperation of the other member states. The migrants issue was a terrible issue. I'm sure you will see in other pages of our site what has happened this morning, and this is, something despicable. It takes place all over the world now and in the East Med due to the war-torn Syria. Other issues you will read in our reporting. We wish you a nice weekend, be on guard and enjoy your long weekend. Over and out.